Welcome back to another bonus edition of jODDpardy. This time, Jared's taking the reins, doing the category board. We just had a brief discussion off mic or off record about me not being able to see the TV fully, which is true, but I can still hear the questions because I am not an idiot. And also, I asked Jared how many of these I think he's going to actually know, because last time I knew next to none and just kind of guessed his hairy cunt a lot. That's not what I guessed, but in much the same vein, as soon as we are done recording, I forget everything there is. I'm the intro man, Michael Kennedy.
I'm Anthony Denny, the brown one.
And I'm Jared Minikheim, your loyal host. Hello.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I know it's not for the Patreon exclusive.
Yeah.
Why can't you see the TV?
Because we've moved areas because Anthony's house is an absolute disaster zone. Because the child went through and things got moved around, and he brought a card table up that we ended up not actually using for a game night, and so we've removed everything and moved everything to a different spot for recording, and I just have a bunch of sound dampening things piled high because my voice projects very well.
And yeah, it's a little bit more enclosed over here. We're on the other side of the basement next to my Transformers and shit.
Yeah, I see Optimus.
Don't start him with the Transformers. We'll never get to Jeff.
Well, which one's Optimus? Point to him.
We'll never hear. We're never
There
gonna get to
and
it.
up there.
No, that's actually Orion Pax.
Oh, well, fuck you. All right, so anyway.
I fucking told you, Jared.
This is jODDpardy, and very much my addition.
Cop.
Let's get into the categories.
All right.
We have music, movies, childhood, doesn't belong, name the series, and Marvel or DC.
Ooh, you're not going to have any fastballs and have like a dark horse or...
I honestly debated and thought about that, but then I was like, no, that'd be an asshole move, because then they'd yell that there's no way they would have guessed it, and I was like, nah, that'd be mean.
Spawn, Umbrella Academy,
Yeah, see, I couldn't do something you'd obviously fucking know, you trash human. Anyways.
All right, well...
Where would we like to start?
Mike, you're more handsome than I, so how about you pick?
Childhood 200.
All right.
Bees!
I was scared shitless one night, walking home. What was the animal I saw torn apart 3 feet from where I'd walked the night before, in the ditch the next day?
Well, this is either a raccoon or the possum, isn't it?
Or is a cat?
Is it a deer?
It could be a deer.
A deer? I think I remember a deer.
I feel like the deer's right enough to scare Jared, because if it was a small animal, he'd be like,
yeah. But if it was torn in shreds. Oh, was it the bobcat? Did he not? I thought he saw a bobcat.
I think deer's a good answer. I feel like...
You want to split 50-50 and you say bobcat and I say deer?
Sure.
Or the other way around. You want to say deer, I say bobcat?
Either way.
I say bobcat.
I say deer.
The answer, it was a turkey.
Oh.
You're so off.
Wow.
It was pitch black out, and I was walking home, and then something went, and then I heard a bunch of rustling and just noises that scared the shit out of me. I was like 13, and I ran the fuck home. And then the next day I saw it was a turkey, got torn to shit, like right next to where I
Happy
was walking.
belated Thanksgiving, everyone.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, right? Great timing. Anyway.
Childhood 400.
All right. I've been to how many states?
Been to. Okay.
So
can I pull up a map? Is that allowed?
No. You just gotta kind of go from Nebraska, from New York to Nebraska to Michigan.
So New York, Pennsylvania,
Ohio, Indiana,
Michigan.
I did not counting states I traveled through. Like, I actually have been there.
Oh, so ones you lived in.
No, well, lived in or, like,
5.
visited. All right, 5? That's a good guess.
Michigan, Pennsylvania, New York, Nebraska.
You got the ones I lived in.
I will also say 5. 5 sounds about right.
Florida, I'm assuming he's been to Florida. He looks like someone that's been to Florida.
I have not.
All right.
No, but he's
My
been.
parents went to Talladega, but I did not.
But he's been somewhere else. Where have you been, Jared?
Been to 5. I'm saying
6. I've been to New York, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Illinois, Nebraska, and West Virginia.
Why West Virginia?
We went to Virginia Beach. It was technically in West Virginia that we went to.
Gross.
So
Yeah.
you went to West Virginia Beach.
Almost.
Yeah.
7.
That's where we hunted the fiddler
West
crab.
Virginia.
That's where my people are from.
Blue Ridge
Yeah.
Mountain.
The white people of my family.
I mean, the 5 was real close.
600 childhood.
What is the only movie soundtrack album I have ever owned? I don't think I've ever talked about this. I probably mentioned it in passing.
Easy, Barbie 2023.
No.
It's the Metalocalypse soundtrack.
I'm gonna.
I was
I'm
so
gonna pull
tempted
a fast one,
count those, but
and
they
I'm
were
gonna
not.
say
Is it the Scream franchise one?
no. Tenacious D and Pick a
Yeah,
Destiny.
that's a good one.
These
actually.
are really, really good ones. If we were counting Spotify, then yeah, but
No, we're not.
Yeah.
What is
we're
it?
not counting Spotify.
Oh, we both guessed.
Spider-Man,
You're
the
such a-
soundtrack
you're
from
such a-
2001.
Such a bitch.
Ooh, close. 2002. There was no
2002,
Spider-Man.
my bad.
So you had the Sam Raimi, Danny Elfman,
Yes.
which superior Spider-Man theme.
Which, fun fact, they had,
Yeah.
We need a hero!
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Chad Kroeger and the lead singer.
You know what else they
Saliva.
had, Anthony?
What?
Bother by Stone Sour is also from that movie.
Yeah, because they're basic bitches.
You know what?
Let's just round it out 800. One of us will get something right eventually.
What role did my great-grandfather serve in the Korean War?
Got it.
Test
Done.
subject.
No, that was World War II. No, wait, he was a doctor
He went on
there.
a peace mission to clean up Agent Orange.
Yeah, he was a paratrooper.
Paratrooper?
Paratrooper.
And Mike
I'm saying
medical.
no. Hang on. I'm saying he had a fucking. He was a frontline flamethrower man.
He was the
Ooh.
Flammenwaffer.
He
That-
was the
that's-
Flammenwaffer.
My grandfather was a medic.
I should have.
God, you
fucking.
should-
God damn it. God damn it.
My great grandfather never talked about the war ever.
Yeah,
the
they
only
don't.
story
People
we
fucking don't.
the only story we ever knew was that they learned how to say help in American and tried to lure them out. That is the only thing he ever talked
That's fucking wild.
My grandpa was a POW in Vietnam.
about. Because fun fact for those of you who don't know, combat-wise, if you yell help and need medic, like as a medic, you're supposed to go help them. But yeah, the Korean soldiers learned. Oh, if we just say help, help, like they'll come and we can just shoot them down.
My favorite thing about war is like, oh, we're gonna put big red crosses on the medics so you don't know not to shoot them.
Oh, they
And
were the first ones to
thing
get shot.
immediately.
All right.
So what do we have? We had,
1,000 to round out the category.
Okay. What is the most prized comic book in my collection that I acquired in 6th grade?
Ooh, oh, this is actually rather difficult because Jared's got a few nice comics,
I
but
do. I keep them all in storage away from fucking everyone and thing.
fuck, Jared's got two. Jared's got The Breaking of the Bat, and he has Death in the Family, where Robin died.
Okay.
It's guys one of those two.
We'll just guess one of
I'm
those.
gonna say
two.
it's Bane breaking Batman's back.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess the other one.
Anthony is correct because I have the special limited print of The Breaking of the Bat where the front folds open and it has some special shit with it, yeah.
Yep, like Jared. I remember Jared showing me both those comics in high school.
The fun fact is the person who gave me those, like, he had gone through his mother's house. She was, like, cleaning out the attic, and he just had, like, giant boxes and let some of us kids pick whatever we wanted, and that was one of the ones I grabbed immediately. Didn't even know what it was till way after the fact.
Before Edward Scissorhands got his hands on it. You know what? Let's go to Doesn't Belong for 200. I'm curious about this category.
Which of these is not a Danzig Misfits song? For those of you who don't know, Glenn Danzig was in the original formation. Which of these is not a song that was performed with Danzig?
Sorry, what was he in?
Up there, what?
What was the name of his band?
Oh, the Misfits.
Oh,
The
I
Last
heard
Caress.
the original formation was like, is that the name of a band?
Sorry,
Fucking good name.
yes. The Misfits. Was it Last Caress, Dig Up Her Bones, or We Are 138?
Easy. Dig up her bones. Done. Locked. Sealed.
Okay, sounds good.
Anthony, I don't know how you pulled that out of your ass, but that is correct. That is the one that was done with the second singer in the 90s.
Because that one it doesn't sound the same as the other two.
You know what? That's fair. Although, how the hell would you guess that with We Are 138?
Because it was Last Caress and We Are 138. Very broad titles. Dig Up Her Bones is very long and specific. We're talking about Fall Out Boy long.
You know, that's fair. I actually debated putting in some kind of love, some kind of hate,
yeah, like it,
instead of
it
138.
feels. Hey, made a rhyme.
So we going down the...
Let's
Doesn't
go down
Belong?
because it's
All right.
easy because it doesn't fucking disappear.
Which of these bands has not made it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Deep Purple, Wu-Tang Clan, or Beastie Boys?
Beastie Boys, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be Beastie
Beastie
Boys because
Boys.
that's the most annoying one that
Yeah.
would be.
Oh, gentlemen. It is Wu-Tang Clan has not been inducted
sense.
into the
But
Rock
My
and Roll Hall of
question:
Fame.
who would you induct?
Dolly Parton.
No, I mean from Wu-Tang Clan. There's
Yeah, you know,
58 members.
Which another fun factor that Beastie Boys actually have been. That was
Okay.
they were in. But fun fact with that, Black Sabbath has been. You know who wasn't? Who was a part of that?
Ozzy.
Yeah, Ozzy has not been, but his bands have been. It's such a slap to the face. I'm like, no, we'll take all of Black Sabbath, but you specifically, you don't get in.
People think
we get you form the band, but like we're not counting you because you're solo.
He
now.
wasn't a part of it when they did. That sounds like an Ozzy problem.
It's such a dick move. Anyway,
let's do 600.
Which of these is not a found footage style film? Creep, Willow Creek, or Rogue?
So I want to say Creep, Willow Creek. I'm just emphasizing because I heard the same word.
No, that's very fair. Creep, Willow Creek, or
Creep.
Rogue?
I'm gonna say Rogue.
Creep and Rogue. Mike is correct. Rogue is the non-found footage film.
I said Rogue.
Yep.
You said Creep.
I said.
Oh,
You pointed at me and said Rogue. You're like, Mike is correct.
not that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Creep is actually really great. Suggest that one. Willow Creek I just watched the other day was supposedly Bigfoot, but then it had a weird fucking twist at the end that I was like, is the whole town just crazy people? That
Bigfoot's
confused
mom.
the shit out of me. No, it was like the ending
Big
of it was
tits.
like, yeah, there was like a naked woman and
Wow.
she's like doing like the cry that they kept hearing, and then it made it seem like the townspeople are just fucking insane, and that's why it's like don't go in these because they just fucking murder people. I was like, thought it was Bigfoot. I'm so confused now.
That's why you would get killed. Let's do 8.
Which of these is not a Mastodon song? Crack the Sky, Harvest the Garden, or March of the Fire Ants?
Harvest the Garden.
I'm gonna say our Harvest Garden as well.
Holy shit, that is correct. Harvest the Garden is by Mushroomhead, not
You
Mastodon.
know how I knew that?
How?
It's the only one that didn't fucking just piss me off immediately. Just like no anger at all.
Yeah, Sky with an E.
Fucking Crack the Sky. Fuck off. March of the Fire Ants. Fuck off. Harvest the Garden. A fun leisurely afternoon activity. Absolutely.
March of the Fire Ants is actually in a playlist.
Have you guys ever fucked around with fire ants?
Yes.
Oh, they're awful.
March of the Fire Ants was the first album. Crack the Sky was like a middle album. Then we're rounding this one off with which of these is not a Hellraiser sequel? Bloodline, The Prophecy Fulfilled, or Judgment?
Prophecy fulfilled, isn't
Prophecy fulfilled.
That is correct. That is Wishmaster 3's Prophecy Fulfilled. Even though it...
I knew Bloodlines was because I've
Yeah,
seen
Bloodline was the only one I'm like, oh, they have
That's
to
the
know
one
because
where
it's the
he's in space,
shittiest
right?
one that everyone talks
That's the
about.
one in space, right? Is that the
No,
future?
that's Jason X.
Yes, Bloodline is the one where it goes into space
tell me
and
I'm
then
not wrong,
flashes
'cause
back
I'm
to
right.
the
I'm
1600s.
right.
Like, there's like 7 movies that went to space.
Yeah, I know. Well,
All
eventually y'all got to go to space.
What
That's just
category
others.
now? Music, movies, name the series, or Marvel or DC?
Michael, I picked the last category. You go.
Name the series 200.
Follows the life of an aging actor coping with his dwindling fame and various addictions / traumas.
This is it not Entourage, but the other one with the old dude with glasses.
American Pie.
Nope. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anthony, you got no guess at all?
Got no guess at all.
BoJack Horseman.
Oh, hey, that's a good one.
I've never
yeah.
seen it.
Yeah, that is one.
That's really the premise of that show. He's just an
The
aging
Horseman's
actor.
an actor?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, it's one of those where like he was big at like the time of like what would be like the Cosby Show, and now he's older and it's like I'm just a name and I hate my life. What would happen if you took a group of nerds, some sci-fi, the 80s, and you blended it all together?
you get tits in the shower with a young Robert Downey
This one
Jr.
should be easy.
Yeah, it's one where they make the lady.
No, this is a series. You're thinking of Weird Science.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, you're thinking of a movie. That would have been a good guess if it were a movie, though.
I've only seen one season of
Is
this.
it the Ghostbusters series?
I think it's Stranger Things.
Oh,
Correct. It is Stranger
I've
Things.
not seen any of it.
I've seen one season. I couldn't get into season 2. That was me
seen
doing
all
the
of it.
theme song. That's what I remember.
Okay.
If a mobster had a therapist, but they also showed his criminal activity.
GTA 5.
If it were a game, that would be it, yes.
I mean,
God damn it.
well, I mean, you don't think the GTA would take anything from The Sopranos? You're crazy.
That your guess, Sopranos?
Of course it is. He goes to therapy because he hates gay people, but he doesn't really hate gay people. He's pressured by his family to hate gay people.
I mean, that is pretty
Sure.
accurate. It is The Sopranos.
That's the only part of
Is that really part of the series?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he has the whole therapist that like he can't technically say what he does, and he tries to like skirt around saying what he does, and then on the other hand, they show all the terrible things he's doing.
And that is the thing where it's like he has someone who works for him that's gay, and everyone around him's like, you can't work with him because he's gay.
Yeah, you can't
And he's
be
like,
fucking gay.
but he's like, I don't care.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's taught to care, but he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, Tony's a weird one because like he's a complete sociopath, like in any way a mobster would be, and he just has moments of like, I don't really need to do that. I'm not that terrible. Like, like there's conflicts within his own moral code towards the end.
Yeah.
There's a spider that's just hanging
see
right
that.
there, and it's been fucking bothering me for like a minute and a half.
How did there already a spider building up between the fucking microphones and the
He was
Classic
dangling
is
down.
dangling.
Yeah, I see his little web.
Yeah, I gotta clean up my Transformers like once every like 2 months. It's one of
This
those
series
top
is Back to the Future meets Drawn Together and has lesser Futurama science, if we're going to get really technical about it.
animated future, it's animated time traveling, smart. That's what I got. That's what I picked from there. So it's an animated film. It's animated,
It's a raunchy animated.
raunchy animated with time travel, and lesser Futurama. It's like I fucking nailed it with my description. I just can't think of it.
I mean,
Back to
part
the,
of that.
Back
is
to the future.
correct.
It's drawn together. So a bunch of different people. Time travel. Or is it the guy who tries to fuck his mother?
Jesus Christ.
Is it Time Squad?
I've got nothing.
This one,
Wait, is it Lunatics?
it's probably going to make you really mad because you're thinking too literal with the Back to the Future, Anthony. It's Rick and Morty.
Oh.
Because it's the old man, the young
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
People make the reference all the time, and then they're... And I say lesser Futurama science because half the time it's just whatever the fuck they say works.
Yeah.
It's not like a Futurama where it's like, this is the science behind what, whereas this one is very
No,
like,
they just
we
go,
need it to work, so science.
Rick the Ancient is really smart, therefore everything he says
Go
is correct.
fuck yourself. And Drawn Together because, yeah, very crude.
Yeah.
If Jigsaw made a tournament using your childhood games as death traps.
I don't know if you've seen this.
Probably not.
It's a Netflix show.
Is
It
it,
is.
is it Infinity Train?
No.
I haven't seen that one.
It's Korean.
Oh, it's Squid Games.
It's Good Games.
Correct. Good games.
Did you guys hear about the Squid Games, the series?
They
Live
made
action
us.
Yeah.
Why?
It's terrible, Jared.
Well, no shit. There's
No,
no
hang on.
people aren't gonna die. You lose the stake of what that show had. Of
There's
like,
actually
if you fuck up, you
everyone-
die.
There's a bunch of people that were in it that have come forward and been like, yeah, here's actually what was going on. Like,
Oh God.
like only like a fourth of the people were competing at a time. The other time, people were like pretending to compete and shit like that.
I've heard horrible things about
Yep.
it. think
I
we
haven't
should-
watched it. I saw the thing and I'm like, that doesn't work as a live show.
I've heard
that
it's
does not
so
work.
bad, it's just bad.
Yeah,
That's how bad it is.
doesn't quite get to that good, funny kind of bad.
Alright.
We're gonna go over to movies. A guessing game of distrust and suspicion with a still debated ending.
Got it. Nailed it. Got it. 100%.
Is it Unbreakable?
No.
Am I close?
No.
How far off am I?
About
curious if
20
Anthony actually
years.
Glass?
Nope.
Okay,
Not
now
wrong
you
genre.
Okay.
You gotta think Keith David.
Guessing game.
Very, very handsome. Who's Snake Plissken's actor?
Kurt Russell.
It is Kurt Russell? Okay. Kurt Russell, Keith David.
Oh, it's The Thing.
The Thing.
Correct.
The Thing.
John
We were
Carpenter's
just
The
talking-
Thing.
I was just talking about this with you yesterday. Did you get? Not to get off topic, but have you seen
Go for
his interview with Stephen Colbert?
No.
So his interview with Stephen Colbert, they had John Carpenter on, and like Stephen Colbert's like, listen, I have a question about the ending. If I watch that movie a lot and pay very close attention, is there any possible way that I can know who or what the thing is at the end? And John Carpenter goes, absolutely. If you mail me an envelope with $300 in it, you'll have the correct
Can.
answer.
You. I can attest. You can.
So let's raise money.
No,
It just did very well to bury that lead. with how the ending goes. But yeah, I agree with that. If you really look at the deep, like, no, you can tell. You can tell. Next one. Arnie literally broke his neck filming a fight scene for this movie.
Arnie. I'm assuming
Is it a Terminator? Is it a Terminator or is it a Hercules?
I know.
It wasn't Conan, was it?
I know he got injured in the first Terminator movie, but I don't think he broke his neck.
Anthony, do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Check your mic real quick.
Oh, yeah?
Not like that, you jackass. Because I see your little
Oh, yeah.
your barcode. Yeah, now you push it up too far.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I noticed out of the corner of my eye. I can see.
Yep, that's just how it is.
No, I mean twist it because I can see your. The white coat should be facing that way. Yeah, I noticed it out of the corner of my eye there.
Well, why didn't you say that? Why didn't you just say twist your microphone? Did you like?
I don't know.
Check your mic.
I'm a jackass. Anyway,
So
I'm
Arnie.
gonna go with Terminator.
the first one. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna want to push your mic down a little bit because you push it up too far, so all the weight is up there now.
I'm gonna say Total Recall. No.
I forget he was in that.
No, the one where he's with Jamie Lee Curtis.
True Lies.
True Lies. I'm gonna say True Lies.
It is Terminator 3: Rise of the Machines.
I was gonna say my Terminator counts.
When she's fighting him in the bathroom stalls and she slams him into the toilet, I remember on TV they were talking about like he broke his fucking neck because they hit him too hard onto the fake toilet.
God, imagine being the woman who broke Arnold Schwarzenegger's neck. I would never.
Yeah, there was
or the
something in the
person.
stunt, like I think it was something through the stalls into the toilets there that like he fucked his neck up.
Man, and he fucking like got acid burns in the first one.
Good fucking God, that man.
I wonder if he got injured in the
He
second
also
one.
like practically killed himself making the first Conan movie.
Yeah.
I remember him talking about that in something, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I would just throw myself off the horse and like off the cliff. Like I didn't give a fuck. I was young. I could do it. And then I got older, and I realized I can't do this anymore."
That's why there's no Conan sequel coming ever.
This horror movie uses sex and STIs as the basis, and it's soon to get a sequel. Why I don't really
It's a
get.
very
why.
good movie.
People have been on Twitter lately saying that this specific movie is total shit,
No, it's a great movie.
and I don't agree with
It's
that.
Michigan
opinion.
based, so go Michigan.
forgot it's Michigan.
Go blue. Michigan based.
I don't know this one.
It follows.
Correct.
So what's the fucking sequel gonna be?
They
follow.
This is fucking.
You see, the second one happens if you don't. Whenever you don't return your grocery cart at the grocery store, that's when it starts hitting you. But it can never kill anyone because there's always someone doing that.
Okay.
I want the only way they can make that work is if it's like all the people who hasn't died yet, but then they're still spreading it. But even then, I don't think it needed a sequel. Anyway,
No.
this mystery thriller seems Jim Carrey playing off type. It is not the movie you're thinking. Trust me.
It's now the number 23.
I don't
You're looking at me.
believe you. That is not the number 23.
Is that your guess?
It's Batman Forever.
Is it the Truman Show?
Dark Crimes from 2016. This was almost like the number 23, except minus the number, and he's a detective who then he tries like solving a murder. It was I did.
Is this before or after he
It was
painted
as
the picture
bad
of
as the
Mussolini
number 23.
hanging?
It was as bad as 23, just without the over complicated plot. I think by the end of it, it's like the wife did actually kill him, and then she kills him, and then that's how it ended. And I'm like, well, that was fucking dumb as shit.
R.I.P.
Fucking movie made no sense. Anyway, a sequel to a now action movie classic with co-star Samuel L. Jackson stopping our hero from being jumped for a racist sign he's forced to wear.
But Jared, I watched this movie on TV, and the sign just says "I hate everyone." Are you saying that? Are you saying that there's in the actual movie it says "I hate something else"?
Oh, it very
Jared,
much
what do they
does.
say?
Word I'm not allowed to say. Word
Ah.
I'm not allowed to say because I am white.
I don't know this, so don't
Is
look
Die Hard 2.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
He has to wear a thing that says "I hate
I
N-word."
figured
Yeah.
out what
Contact
it
clues.
Yeah,
and then
listen, I'm not an idiot, guys.
It's really funny in the TV edit where it says "I hate everyone." He almost gets jumped.
It's the brother of the villain from the first movie, and then he makes him do that as like
Hans Gruber, the
punishment.
first enemy for the first
And
movie.
he makes him walk into the ghetto, and he just immediately starts getting jumped until Samuel Jackson comes up, and he's like, "No, guys, he's like special. Like you don't need to beat him up. It's okay. I get it. I hate white people too, but come on." And that's how he gets introduced.
I also hate white people.
Anyway, in the music category, this
We already did
industrial
music.
No, we didn't. We did. Doesn't belong.
yes. This Industrial Revolution era raised band who would later be considered godfathers of metal.
Redbone.
Okay.
I have nothing. I don't like. I
Mentioned
said,
earlier, Black Sabbath.
like, don't fucking look for me. Like, if I got a whippy answer or something fun to say, I will. Otherwise, I got nothing in this
Anthony, you
category.
look
buds.
confused.
No, they're that old.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. The whole reason they started Black Sabbath was because like their dads and mom worked in the factories in England and were dying of black lung, and they were like, "This sucks."
I didn't know that.
So they grew up in like that 50s, 60s era where it was like everything sucked and they didn't want to do it. And then Black Sabbath came out of that.
Cool.
Also, Tommy Iommi had to learn a whole new way to play guitar because he lost parts of his fingers. So like the sound they came up with was part of that too, was because he had to learn a different way to play with missing the tips of his fingers. Because of that exact thing.
Like your grandma, Mike.
Sure.
An African-based band whose singer was romantically involved with Amy Lee. Amy Lee's the singer of Evanescence, in case you don't know.
Lady Blacksmithman Bazoo.
An African-based band? Jared, you know African-based bands?
Oh yes, I actually very much enjoy this band.
Lady Blacksmith something on Bazoo. I can't remember what it is.
Not everybody does.
I'm going to say
Burn them in Dolly Parton singing
Nickelback.
Peace Train.
They're Canadian, but
I know what I said.
Seether.
See, there's African-based?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, they came from I think it's South Africa.
Ah, so not real Africa.
But
Colonized
the lead
Africa.
singer there, him and Amy Lee were a thing when they first came up.
I can't believe the most mind-blowing thing from this is the lady from Evanescence's name is Amy Lee.
Yes. That blows your mind. Anyway, French-based band who, for legal reasons, had to change their name for mainstream play.
Pearl Jam.
Daft Punk.
Gojira, because they were originally Godzilla, but
Yeah.
the name Godzilla's
They're
trademarked
French?
and Gojira's
But
not.
you're like talking about like
Yes,
Nicky
they are
Baylock.
French.
Jared, you really should have labeled this category "Music of the World" because I'm learning about all this stuff.
A band formed out of pure spite by the singer for being fired.
The other band that I fucking can't stand that we talked about for like 5 fucking episodes.
Oh, we never had episodes
Slipknot?
about that.
Mastodon.
No.
But you can't say no. We
Band
yes, and
formed
you
out of
reveal the
pure
answer.
spite.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is Jefferson Space Starship,
Okay.
or just Starship,
Okay.
whichever one you like to pick.
It's Megadeth.
I was close with Mastodon.
You were.
We'll start with M.
I think that really hurt Jared when you said that.
Oh, just
that
a
I
little
was
bit.
close with
Here's the
Megan.
thing.
With
Fucking
Matt.
Fucking put in there questions that I can answer. What
Here's
asshole.
the thing. Here's the thing. Rough take for some people. Anybody, if you're listening, if you're a fan of Megadeth, I want you to know, I appreciate the guitar playing.
He wants to put your
Dave
dick in the
Mustaine is a
throat.
phenomenal guitar player, but his vocals are absolute fucking shit, and they always have been. How the fuck they got big? Only because he was associated with Metallica when they started, and that's fucking it. Because Dave Mustaine cannot sing worth a shit, and he's also like the biggest fucking asshole to ever walk the face of the earth.
My favorite trope is when people that can't fucking sing criticize people that have made a singing their entire living.
Have you ever heard Dave Mustaine?
No, I don't give a fuck.
It's fucking
Also, for
like
the
cat's
for the
fucking.
general audience that you paid $5, this is what I heard. Mwah, 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 I'm a little bitch. Mwah, 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 mwah,
Like I
mwah,
said,
mwah.
I will give credit to where credit is due. Dave Mustaine is an amazing guitar player, but vocally, like, he's just not good vocally. He's really, really not.
Kinda
It's
like Bob
the guitar
Dylan.
playing that pulls people in. The vocals draw people out.
Okay.
I can't sing, but neither can Bob Dylan.
But yeah,
Bob
and
Dylan.
he's also just a giant fucking asshole, man. Like there was a guitar
Aren't we
tech.
all?
That's okay. Well, now
Who,
that's
like-
just like bringing personal
bites you.
Like, yeah. Like, oh, he's an asshole.
They all are.
Really
Jared,
is.
You're also an asshole, but you don't see me making fun of your singing.
Hey, I'm not Dave Mustaine levels, all right?
'Cause you
I'm
can't
not
afford to
like,
be.
fire my fucking tech guitar just because he didn't hand me my guitar the way I wanted, which is a real fucking thing.
So I don't know because you've never been big enough to have someone hand you a guitar, so I can't make that judgment call.
Him and Axl Rose are like genuinely known as like they're just not nice people.
So when we get big enough and someone hands you a guitar and it's not the right one and you fire them, I'm gonna do this.
I really hope-
go back to the Patreon.
I really
and be
hope
like,
our-
Jared's just actually a bigger fucking hypocritical asshole than we thought.
I hope when we get big, fans start handing you random guitars.
Oh my god, just like ukuleles.
That'll be the
and
thing
shit,
that people
just
do to you.
This
dollar
musician
store
started
shit.
his career playing covers of Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, but later deepened his vocals for, things he did later.
Sucking
Wow.
cock.
It's like he had this great clue and then just gave up on it at the end. Like, he deepened his vocals for shit he did later. Yeah,
Well, I
that's
mean,
what
I can't
happens at
say
first.
what he did later because it gives it away.
You could have said like a song that he
Dave
did.
Grohl.
That's really funny, but that's
It's a good guess. That guy's got a deep voice.
I got nothing.
You know-
because I don't.
And it feels like he would cover Iron Maiden.
Phil Anselmo from Pantera.
Ah.
Yeah, his early career was all Iron Maiden and Priest, which would never fucking guess with how deep his vocals get. But like when he was younger, he hit those high notes like a motherfucker. And yeah, that's how he started. Where are we at? We're
I don't know. There's like
all the way at Marvel DC, right? Right, yeah.
I think we're I think it's the last category.
All right.
Cool.
Marvel or DC? 8-Ball.
8-Ball, that's Marvel.
DC.
He is a Marvel. Marvel or DC?
DC.
DC.
That's the Condiment King.
Mike's got it. That is Condiment King. Marvel or DC?
That's Marvel. Or that's DC.
That's Marvel.
That's DC.
This is Marvel. This is Tiger Shark.
I'm not looking at the characters, I'm looking at the art style.
That's Marvel.
That's Marvel.
That is correct. This is Death Watch from
That's
Ghost
what I
Rider.
was doing too, but that fucking tiger shark looked like something that would be in fucking Superman.
And Marvel or DC?
That's Marvel.
That's Marvel.
That's Egg Foo Young.
This is Egg Boo from DC.
Oh.
A Wonder Woman villain, if you
I
can
thought
believe that.
I thought Egg Foo was a Marvel villain.
You know, there is an egg. There's Egghead from Marvel, and there is a couple other eggs, but Egg Foo himself. Which, let me tell you, I picked the most flattering picture.
Yeah,
His early career pictures, he looked like the most racist depiction of an Asian it could
Oh,
possibly
don't worry,
be.
I'm pulling up an image.
It was bad.
Jesus Christ, with the twirling mustache and everything.
Yeah. The worst part is they painted him yellow.
Oh, he's an egg, so I get it.
Like, that's the worst.
And the winner are all my exes because I'm not with them now. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Do they live in Texas?
No,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.